My rock bottom was being homeless on the streets, shooting fentanyl every day, up for 4 days on meth, hadn't showered in probably 2 or 3 weeks, and I was sitting there at this Walgreens contemplating, how could I rob this place so that I can go to jail and have a warm place to sleep and meals to eat and showers to take. That was the point where I was like, this is the absolute worst case scenario. Like, the only next thing is me being dead. I was living with my grandma. She was the last person out of my entire family that would talk to me. She let me move in with her, and slowly but surely I was taking her gold jewelry. Every day I would take a ring. She had these really nice gold rings that weighed a ton. They were worth like $600 at the Cash for Gold place. And I would take a couple a day, just to feed my addiction, and I would keep doing it and keep doing it until there was no gold left, and last person that was there for me, and I robbed her blind. I suffered for so long, I was miserable, like sitting there, sleeping behind a Walmart, crying every night. I hadn't talked to my family in 2 years. I missed all my brother's graduations, all the football games, all the big life events and milestones that happened in my family. I was like, there has to be something better than this, There's gotta be something I can do to turn this shit around, because this is just absolute hell. And I would do anything right now in this moment to, get help. And if I was able to get help, I would absolutely run with it. So the detox process was always the part that kept me from wanting to go to treatment. That was the scariest part to me, because I knew what it felt like when I was on the streets and not having it for 12 to 24 hours. The great thing about a medical detox is there's medications. We have a medical team that's closely supervising everything, every part of it. We have compassionate staff that's going to monitor and make sure that you're comfortable. The medical aspect of it is the game changer when it comes to detox, for sure. So I've worked at many different treatment centers before, and I can honestly say that Hope Ranch has this amazing family aspect to it. So I feel like the team that we have here really cares. Nobody's just going through the motions. And plus we have horses, we're on 10 acres of land. We're not the typical, residential treatment center in the middle of the city. It's really peaceful out here. It's very serene. It's just a great place to be. It's a great place to work, and it's a, great place to get sober too. We may have different stories, but it all comes down to the same thing. We're addicted and we can't stop when we want to. Our life is falling apart. I know how it is. I know how scary it is to try to get sober, and I'll do my best to make sure that, everyone has the best opportunity to get the best recovery they can. How many people have I lost to addiction? I would say 3 to 4 every year for the last 10 or 15 years. A lot of my friends that I was using with are not here anymore. They're either in prison or dead. Most of them are dead. Only a few were fortunate enough to make it to prison. So when I was getting sober back in 2017, I had a therapist. She was able to uncover things that no other therapist has been able to uncover. We reconnected, and she's now our clinical director. So I feel like anybody coming through this program has the best shot possible with her, because her approach is so different than any other therapist I've ever been around, and she's in charge of our clinical team. That to me speaks volume. I know the pain that you're going through right now because I felt it. I know the struggles in your life because I've had the same exact struggles. But at the end of the day, there's always hope.